How's it going, everyone? Yo, your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be, I guess you could say, part 2 / a follow-up to my last video, where I addressed the whole drama around the McDonald's Happy Meal Pokemon cards and scalping and all of that stuff. Now, there's a couple of things that had cropped up since my last video that I want to talk about and address here in this video too. So let's begin. Now, first off, I want to make reference to a tweet from the Play Pokemon Twitter account, and it goes as follows. We're aware that some fans are experiencing difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon TCG products due to very high demand. In response, we are reprinting impacted products at maximum capacity to ensure more fans can enjoy the Pokemon TCG. More info here, and I'll link you guys to all the stuff that I use here in this video. Now, this right here, I look at it as both a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing being, obviously, that more people are obviously going to have a chance to have access at the certain Pokemon TCG products that were impacted because of, you know, them being in high demand and stuff like that. On the other side of the token, this is where the bad kind of comes into play, because of the fact that these reprints are going to be taking place at maximum capacity. Those reprinted Pokemon cards are going to have a decrease in value overall. So if you're looking at it from a collector standpoint, this right here might be a bit of a bad thing, but that right there is just me taking a wild guess. I'm not a collector myself, but this right here, I do see what Play Pokemon is trying to do here, and they're doing it with good intention, so I highly commend them for this. Now, the next thing I want to bring to your guys' attention is this article here from Polygon. The Pokemon Happy Meal at McDonald's is getting ruined by greedy adults. Good luck finding any. So let's see what this article here has to say. Right now, select McDonald's are celebrating the 25th anniversary of Pokemon with a promotion that turns the iconic Happy Meal box into Pikachu's face. Bundled with this cherubic container are 50 collectible cards, including some rarer holographic cards, and some people are mass buying Happy Meals to get their hands on them. Now, we had actually briefly touched on that in the last video. Pokemon cards are such a hot commodity that some fans say they're having a hard time buying booster packs at big retailers. Nearly every week, there's a new record broken for the dollars people are spending on old school packs and new scams to go along with that commotion. The McDonald's promotion, in other words, never stood a chance. Folks are waking up early to stake out what McDonald's are selling the new Happy Meals. Some are apparently buying the Happy Meals in mass numbers in the hopes of getting all the collectibles and just throwing out the food. Some McDonald's are even placing restrictions on buying the Happy Meals, though scalpers are reportedly already turning around and selling the individual cards for a markup. Some customers are going around to multiple restaurants unable to find a single Happy Meal. On websites like eBay, entire boxes of the cards or sealed packs are going for hundreds of dollars. It's unclear if the boxes are being bought behind the scenes or if they're being swiped by employees. Now, that's just honestly very, very sad and disheartening, especially for these customers that go around from McDonald's to McDonald's only to come up short and not get the Happy Meal that they wanted, and alongside that, the Pokemon products that they were looking for. Like, that's just a damn shame, and this is something that, again, I addressed in my previous video, but it seems like things right here have gotten a lot worse. And let's just go on eBay here for a second to further prove my point. So as we see here, 2021 McDonald's Happy Meal set of 25 Pokemon cards, 25th anniversary, goes for, in Canadian currency, $31.78 with a shipping estimate of $17.25. So essentially, you are paying for near $50 for these cards found in Happy Meals. Look at this, another one here. 2021 McDonald's Happy Meal set of 25 Pokemon cards, 25th anniversary. Canadian currency, $38.14. And this right here with the shipping estimate is $17.40 Canadian. And these right here are from the United States. Now, we right here could be here all night going through each of these examples piece by piece, but you guys get the idea as to the problem that we are describing here. So back to the Polygon article here. Now this right here, I came across this in Twitter earlier, and this really pissed me off. We ourselves a tweet from Red Phoenix Sports Cards, and it says this: McDonald's, Pokemon, I sure hope you do some form of inventory control for your promo Pokemon cards, as some of your stock is being sold in sealed boxes, which means they're not even making it to your stores. Though the same thing happened with Tim Hortons hockey cards too. Retail $1.99, and we have ourselves a couple of images right here showcasing Pokemon 25th Anniversary McDonald's promo pack full box, and it goes for, in US currency, $925. And this one right here, the next one here, showcases the same thing, but for $1,000 in US currency. That is just beyond ridiculous. Jimmy Bond here with a tweet says, McDonald's, Pokemon, eBay, this is not cool. Your employees scalping these while my kids can't get them with a paid meal. And yeah, more images right here being shown of these Pokemon cards being sold for an added profit. And at the expense of kids not being able to get what they paid for through their Happy Meals. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, that is not okay. And if we keep going on here, it just shows tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet, responding to this whole situation. And yeah, it's gotten really crazy. Like, this honestly feels like the 2000s, you know what I'm saying? Like, back when there was the whole Pokemon card craze. I remember back in, like, the 3rd or 4th grade, Pokemon cards were actually banned from the school that I went to because of how crazy the popularity was. Like, kids were fighting each other over them damn cards, you know what I'm saying? It's just absolutely ridiculous. So in the last part of the video here, I want to preface that this is not meant to be an attack. It's not meant to be a backstab or anything like that. This is a very difficult part of the video here, so I'm going to handle this as sensitively and as delicately as I can. I am indebted to A-Drive. I like A-Drive. You know, I love his personality and stuff like that. However, at the same time, me being neutral and unbiased here in this situation, I can also see that this individual is also not exactly without controversy in this situation. So please do not go to your way to send hate to A-Drive. Don't go to your way to send hate to anyone that I address in any videos. That's not what this video is. But with that being said, in regards to the whole A-Drive situation, to make a long story short, A-Drive put out a video where he bought 100 Happy Meal packs, and, well, let's just say that the video, which I might add is no longer available on YouTube, was very much disliked. I mean, it got more likes than dislikes, obviously, but the thing is that there were, I believe, over 2,300 dislikes last I checked. It was massively disliked in comparison to A-Drive's other content, and I can kind of understand why it was, you know what I'm saying? So we have ourselves a bit of a development here in regards to the whole A-Drive situation. He made an apology here, so we are going to read out this apology here, and I want to know your guys' thoughts on the apology. My thoughts on the McDonald's Happy Meal situation, and we open up the first screenshot here. I've had time to reflect. I realized that I could have handled yesterday's situation a bit better regarding McDonald's and the Happy Meals. My intentions regarding the situation were pure, but I realized that a lot of people are frustrated over quantity and accessibility. And while not intentional, I helped perpetuate a much larger problem. I never planned to sell the packs, but rather give them away, which I will do. But I recognize that I have a large audience that may be influenced to act similarly to me, thus causing a larger problem. In the heat of the moment, I made some stupid tweets, primarily a bad joke regarding COVID. I'm pretty embarrassed about that one, and I apologize to anyone who had read that stupidity from me. That was not a representation of my core values and who I am. I tried to do this the right way, but I realized I missed pretty big. All I can do is move forward and be better. And we move on to the second half of this here, and it goes as follows. I have decided to take down all of the content regarding McDonald's and the Happy Meals. I know deep down that I really tried to approach this the right way by not wasting the food, calling ahead, and making a donation financially, locally, and giving away the cards, but I also can see that I clearly missed the mark on this, and that there are kids in my area who may miss out as a result. I also promoted a very bad mentality about hoarding these cards. I promise you, I really was trying to make a fun and entertaining video, but I didn't stop to think all the way through. I can't really fix that, but I can do better moving forward, and I will learn from this and continue to grow to be the better person that I want to be. Thank you. So, this right here, the reception of this apology is rather mixed. You have some people that are in support of it, but you also have people that are kind of, calling out A-Drive and saying, like just pretty much, not really accepting the apology and, having their own concerns about the apology. Like, was it really legitimate? Or did he do this kind of like as a way to say, as a way to save face, so to speak? And also, kind of do it as a PR stunt. The thing is, when it comes to apologies, I want to make this very, very clear. I guess it's really all up to the perception of the viewer. If you think that it is a good apology, then you think it is a good apology. If you think it is a bad apology, then you think it is a bad apology. It's all down to perception at the end of the day. And the thing is, like, if A-Drive had, like, a bad history of, just doing really bad things just over and over and over and over again, and not changing whenever he fucked up and made a horrendous apology, then I can understand people would be very apprehensive about this apology as well. But given that A-Drive doesn't have a bad reputation in the Pokemon community, then, there's some things to factor in when it comes to that apology. Now, I want to point out something here. This right here is from Kevy Star Pride, and my face cam is kind of blocking some of the tweet right here. But this right here is what it says, followed with an image. Honestly, that joke you made was pretty lame. If it doesn't represent you, it never should have gone up. This shows your defensiveness, and the follow-ups show that you're really only sorry once the negativity piles too high, and this right here is the COVID tweet in question. If you didn't hear, the COVID-19 vaccine is delayed, and it's all my fault for buying 100 Happy Meals. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that definitely did come off really bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna make any bones about it, unbiased or not. That was a tweet made in very bad taste. Also, because of the video no longer being up and in public viewing, I didn't get to watch the whole video, but I watched enough of it to kind of understand why there was some backlash. Mostly because of, you could say, the way that he was sort of like talking to the employees at the McDonald's. And given the fact that I have experience from working in fast food places, I didn't work at McDonald's, but I worked at Wendy's. But since Wendy's and McDonald's are kind of like similar, Wendy's doesn't have Happy Meals, but, McDonald's does. Here's the thing. Typically, when it comes to fast food restaurants, they have a schedule. They have a set schedule. You got breakfast schedule, you got lunch schedule, and you obviously, you got your supper schedule and stuff like that. So there are certain things that can't be sold at certain times, such as an example, if you are in the time where it is breakfast time for McDonald's, you wouldn't be able to get stuff outside of what's on the breakfast menu, and that includes, obviously, Happy Meals, unless they did some sort of variation where it was like breakfast Happy Meal or something like that. I don't know if they ever did something like that, so please clarify in the comments down below if they ever did do something like that. But, I do understand why the video did get some backlash. But at the same time, like, I want to make something very, very clear here. And this right here is not excusing what A-Drive did, but I want to make something very, very clear here. Yes, A-Drive is a public figure, but he's also human at the end of the day, just like all of us. And part of being human is making mistakes and learning from them. Obviously, when you say or do something that is wrong and is in incredibly bad taste, then it's up to you to apologize and acknowledge that mistake and take the corrective action to move forward so that way you don't make that mistake again and you make amends for any of the people that you might have offended. Now, the thing is as well is that at the same time, with A-Drive being a public figure, you are expected to behave in a reasonable manner. So this is where the whole thing of, like, when you are out there, when you are a public figure, all eyes are on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more, we'll say, it's a lot more frowned upon, naturally, because of the way that how public figures work and stuff like that. It's more naturally frowned upon when someone who is a public figure messes up than, say, someone who is a non-public figure messes up. And it's not fair, because at the end of the day, you know, it's all, you know, we're all human at the end of the day. But the thing is, as well, you know, at the same time, you do have to understand that with your public presence, you have the expectation and responsibility to behave in a reasonable manner. And I could argue that with the whole situation, with the whole drama about, you know, the Happy Meals and stuff like that, was definitely a step in the wrong direction. But the thing is, he did make an apology. So really the best thing we can do, guys, is move forward and see how this carries over. You know, like, if this is something that, like, if he's going to mess up and mess up and mess up and mess up, then, you know, I would definitely understand how his apologies, or would-be apologies, would be more and more questionable type of thing. But given the fact that this is a mess up that, you know, doesn't happen too often with A-Drive, you know, let's see how this carries over, and let's see how things are handled in the future regarding this type of situation, like with Pokemon cards and all that stuff. But that's really, I guess, my whole take on this situation. I definitely can appreciate the fact that A-Drive did step up to take some corrective action, that being obviously to make an apology, instead of slinking away and acting like nothing happened. He also took down the video in question, and, you know, the thing is, right, like, it's taking corrective actions that hits it big with me. Like, if you apologize, that's one thing. Cool, you apologized. What are you going to do to fix it? He's here, you know, making a public apology, and he took down the video that obviously had some bad taste in it. So take from that what you will. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that A-Drive is legitimate when it comes to his apology, or do you guys think that, you know, this right here is just bullshit, full of hot air, and is nothing more than just PR talk? Let me know down below, guys. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be a wrap-up here for this video. I can't really think of anything else to really cover when it comes to the subject in particular, but if you guys feel like I missed anything, please comment down below and do let me know, and also supply your comment with a link as well, so that way I can, you know, obviously see what it is that I missed and, you know, take it from there. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourself a damn good one, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.